Okay, I'm going to be making a video example here for project number 1. And so this is the first project we're doing, so there are a couple things I'll be needing to show. The first thing I'm doing is you can see that I'm here in the Canvas classroom, and I'm going to come down on this box here that you see me playing with all the time is getting it out of the way. That's just for the video. It doesn't do anything for you. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to open the book. So I'm going to go here, and here's the thing. I'm going to right-click. What I mean by right-click is I'm going to click on the mouse button on the right. Normally, you use the left. This time I use the right. The reason I did that is because I want to be able to open the link here in a new tab. So I'm opening the book in a new tab, okay? The next thing you're going to do is come down here to project number 1, page 12. Great. Now, you've got this open just like this, and this is a lot of the text you'll be using. There'll be a little bit more, but not much more. Then the next thing to do is don't try working in this tiny little box right here, okay? Instead, come over here and select Tech Literacy, this blue box right here. What that does is it'll pop it out into a full-size screen for you here, okay? Now you'll notice I started typing this in for you to basically save you a lot of typing, because on this particular lesson, I'm more concerned with you learning the basics of how to use the tools than anything else. So you can see where I'm at here, and I am going to go ahead and pause for just a second. Okay, if you're wondering why that pause, because I'm actually working in a different document, the video example here. But for you, it's the same. You clicked on the blue right here. It popped you out to a new document that looks a lot like this. Great. Now, let's go ahead and look at the textbook for a moment. So here we're looking at the textbook. A couple things about the textbook that I want to point out. First off, when I give a page number, it's this white box right here, okay? Next thing I need to tell you about this box, it does not like to be empty. So I'm going to hit backspace. It does not get rid of that number 1. So if I want to go to page 12, this is really easy. 12, and I hit enter, and it will eventually take me to page 12. Okay, it's doing it just slowly. Now, here's the thing. If I wanted to go to like page 25, so I'm going to go back there to page 1. Now, if I want to go to page 25, that's where it becomes a problem, because I can't backspace over that 1. So I can't just put in 25. You can see that's taking me to page 125. What I need to do now is just sort of click here. By the way, the arrow keys between the number pad and the keyboard also work. When I say arrow keys, I mean that the arrow keys that are between, you see the keyboard has the letters, the number pad on the right has just numbers. If you're doing this at home, it may be different, or on your Chromebook. So I'm going to arrow over here. I could have clicked backspace. Now I can just go to page 25 by hitting enter now. Okay. Now the reality is I wanted to go to page 12. Okay. So again, I can't get rid of everything there. 12, arrow key over, get rid of the 2, enter. Good. So we're going to be looking at some examples of jobs that use technical skills. Nearly every job you take at this point involves technical skills. We're going to be creating a document that looks a lot like this, and this is in your book, okay? So you can see the very first spot right there. Now here's the kicker. Don't copy out of this book. I know it looks simple and easy. Well, that didn't work as simple as easy as I'd have liked, but it comes out looking extremely ugly. Now, so we will go through how to copy from a PDF in a later example. Right now, I just want to get you going. So instead, I've already got these formatted for you up here. So I'm going to come up here to this one here. It starts with our client. And if you're wondering where I'm in Canvas on project 1. Okay, and start with our client right here, all the way down to there. You can see where I'm at. I'm going to stop. I'm going to press Control C. Control C means copy. One of the reasons for using the control characters instead of right-clicking, because you can see they're here, is sometimes they're not here. And I want you to see what to do when they're not there. And that's why we're doing it this way. Okay, project, good. I'm going to hit enter twice. Come on. So you can see I've got a blank line right there, Control V. Control V is paste. Now I'm going to hit enter. And if you look at the book here, it shows that line going from side to side, that horizontal line. So I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to come up here to insert, couldn't be easier, horizontal line. Now, the only thing that's wrong here that we need to fix is we need to go up. So I'm going to use the up arrow to go up, and I'm going to press backspace just to get rid of that extra space behind that line. Saw that line was down there. We're just moving it up to there. Now I'm going to hit the down arrow key, again, using the arrow keys between the number pad and the keyboard. Now, I'm just going to copy this real fast. So I've pressed and held the left mouse button down, drag all the way across it, Control C, Control V, and let's go look and see what the book tells us goes there. Okay, it says Digital Marketing Manager in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Let's go back. Okay, great. Note, by the way, the caps. Okay, everything, these here, this is going to be capitalized. You want to make sure you're capitalizing proper nouns. I will mark you down for it because I have to mark you down for it. So, okay, just so you're aware. And what were the hours that person worked? That person worked 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Not a big deal. I'm going to come over here and backspace and 7. Good. Click over here right after Friday. Enter, enter. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab the text that went with that. Our client, a pet supply company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Good. Control C. Over here. Oops, wrong one. Control V. Now I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to put in that horizontal line. Insert. Horizontal line. Up arrow. Backspace. Down arrow. Great. Now, just going to again go ahead and copy this block right here. Control C. Again, I want to make sure you're more focused on just knowing where things are in Canvas. Control V. Then focusing on typing. Okay. And that's the one. So I'm going to come down here. Our client. So let's go ahead and select our client right here. Control C. Come back over here. Enter, enter, Control V. Now, I'm going to make a quick comment here. I'm going to just copy some stuff out of here, so I don't have to even type that in. Presentation Specialist is the job title. Control C. Control V. And the job is in, oops, go away. Go away, go away. Good. The job is in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Control C. Control V. Something you might, let's try it again. Something you might notice is that when I'm selecting stuff, sometimes it works a lot better to go right to left instead of left to right. I know you read left to right, but sometimes it works better to copy in the opposite or to select in the opposite direction. And let's see here. Cape Canaveral was 7 to 4. This guy was 8 to 5. Let's see. I think I goofed that up. 7 to 4. Yeah, this guy was 8 to 5. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at this. Now, the only other thing we need to do here is we need to select everything. Control A. Now, we're going to click on this for the font. Everything you turn in for school, unless you're told otherwise, in Times New Roman. Now, if Times New Roman isn't under recent here for you, it's in alphabetical order, and it will be down here, okay? Doesn't matter which one you choose. And 12-point font. Unless you're told otherwise, everything you turn in for school is Times New Roman 12-point font. Now, there's one other little thing we need to do here. Sometimes when you copy from Canvas, okay, it isn't actually black. It's like this gray. And so you can see kind of a little difference in the color on some of this stuff. Again, Control A to select everything. I'm going to come over here to the text color button, and I'm going to select black. And there was a little bit of shift. I don't know if you could see it in the video. And that is all there was to doing project number 1.